navigate that when you are in like a one-on-one session or a studio session, not just managing the body that's in front of you, but the energy that is in front of you and the emotions that are in front of you in this other human being and how that impacts their exercise?
Well, I think it's sort of, I sort of jokingly say it's like, you know how like when you have a new client and you kind of need to sell the work, right? You're like, look, this Pilates is great. And you almost kind of do more than they can actually do. Like you give them like a little bit more than they're capable of. And then you're like, and they pull back. And so it's a little bit of that. It's like, okay, let me do that. And then sort of let them kind of go to their hyperbole place and go, okay, so how about not try it this way? You know, so it's like, so off. And I mean, that's sort of the general way I like to do it. I mean, the other thing too is I have the great fortune of teaching a lot of teachers. So I have a lot of experienced movers that come, but I also do have some just regular old folk and who are just trying to figure it out too. So, yeah, I mean, but that's kind of my favorite part is navigating like that person and their emotions. But it's like, first you make them feel good, so to speak. And then you pull back. It's like,
yeah.
You know, yeah, let me show you what we're trying to head to. Or if they can have that moment where they're like, feel that spot there. See how it's not as strong as this spot or this spot. So let's go to that spot. Or like, do you feel that leg is different? You know, because you really want them to sort of get personally invested and feel it to then get them to go, oh.
Yeah. You know what that kind of seems like, Blossom? Like how you were saying earlier, you're trying to ask yourself good questions. It seems like you're trying to teach the student how to also ask themselves the right questions. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because that's actually, I think that's a big thing that's missing in our practice. You know, when Kathy taught Pilates, she taught semi-private. So you and I and maybe two other people would be in the same room working out. And you would have to know your exercises. I'd have to know my exercises. And by the way, if you were working on the Cadillac and if Kathy needed the Cadillac, she'd go, I need that machine in 5 minutes. Just have to get off. And then you'd be like, okay, so the reformer's taken, the Cadillac's taken, the chair taken, I guess I'll go on the ladder barrel. And you had to kind of have a repertoire on each piece of equipment. I think that's what's missing a little bit is the person's sort of participation in what's happening. You know, so
yeah, I see what you're saying. I teach a lot of group classes, and I was talking about this with a friend the other day. I think people don't want to think when they come to class. They just want to be and do and smile a little bit and laugh because people's lives are hectic. There's no space. There's no space for it. So this is just like a tick box. Even with my most favorite and cherished clients, you know, there's definitely a certain element of that. And for me in my own practice at different times, there's definitely an element of that now, especially now I have a baby.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, she's like 17 months, but you know, that just like is crazy. So you're just like, I just need to tick this off and get this done and just not really think about it much and just be there. Like, so yeah, how do you think we can navigate that a little bit better?
You can give someone like one thing, you know, like because it's a lot of stuff, but like, so sometimes I'll say like, okay, so in a private moment, I'll be like, so, you know, your right hip keeps hiking up. So if you could just kind of throughout this session, I'm going to just keep asking you to sort of wag this hip over in this direction. And let's see if we can just kind of throw that in other places. And, oh, here's that wag again. Here, you know, like sort of get them to think about it. And like, oh, see how you're not really using, and see how when you keep hiking that right hip, you have a hard time really pushing off that leg. So as you walk, you know, just really think right leg, you know, sometimes just one thing is very hard. Something that they can maybe take out into the world, because you're right, it is.
Yeah, sorry. Just the language you're using there is really interesting to me because it's equal parts kind of encouraging, like, come along, I'm just making you aware of this, but I'm not telling you it's right or wrong. Like, let's go on this journey together. Let's let this unfold. This is what we're working on together. So like you're saying, that really helps them be invested.
Yeah, pick your head up. You see, oh, you just wagged again. You know, like, so yeah, see that, you know, and oh, like, and then when you do tree, it's like, oh, you really got to wag. Yeah. So you just try to have like find a theme and just kind of like, oh, there's that theme again. Because I mean, isn't that what life is like too? Right? It's like, oh, there's that lesson I got to learn. I'm just gonna have to learn that lesson over and over again.
Yeah, I was just listening to this